What's up, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. As you guys can tell in the background, you see some extension cords kind of going on here. Yesterday, one side of the house kind of kept going on and off with power, and it just happened just about an hour ago. I was not up to see it. I just got up probably about 20 minutes ago, 25, 30 minutes ago. Got coffee going here and whatnot. But these wires are kind of leading right down to the basement. They're going to the furnace and they're going to the sump pump, because I got one of the legs of my, the box is off, and we think it's on the outside here. My dad's coming up here in just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. I'll let you know kind of what we found out here. I'm not gonna go through the process or anything like that to show you kind of what we did, because my dad doesn't like being on camera. I'm not gonna put my family on camera here on the YouTube channel. But with that being said here, that chair has finally been replaced with this guy here. Rod over at Rod J Beer Ventures. I don't know how many people kind of watch his kind of content. He's more of a beer tuber, talks about beer, does beer related news, that sort of thing, which I used to do here before kind of doing the vlogging kind of style here. He suggested this chair. He said that it's very comfortable. It is. It's very comfortable. It's real nice. Let me get it right up here so you can kind of see just a little bit better. That chair there is actually pretty nice. I spent like $140 and it's shipping. I think it totally cost, I can't really even remember. I think $150, $160, somewhere around there. It holds me up there. It's rated for 350 pounds. I'm way under that 350 pound limit on this one, but it does me good. It seems to be pretty sturdy. Everything kind of works on it, even with me kind of being not very mechanically sound on really anything. I put that together in probably about 45 minutes, because the big part here was getting the top part here mated with the chair. The bottom part, that was the biggest part for me to kind of get over. So the chair is actually pretty nice. You can get it on Amazon. I'll go ahead and put the link down in the description below if you guys kind of want to see it here. But guys, I want to get this, all these kind of cables kind of running on here. I got one right there, and another one is, goodness, where's the other one? Oh, the other one is right there, right behind this kind of this little chair thing, the decorative chair. There's another plug kind of right there on that wall there. So we're going to go ahead and kind of see what's going on. We might have to call the power company, which up here in Michigan is Consumers Power. We think it's one of the insulators that's on the side of the house that's cracked and is grounding out one side of the 220 box. There's kind of 110 coming in. There's two 110 leads coming in to the breaker box. That's what we think is going on, but without some investigation and testing, we're probably not going to be able to do that. But so I'm going to go downstairs. My father's coming over here in probably, probably about an hour or so, and we're going to let you know kind of what we found out when he leaves. I'll show you what we found out, and probably a phone call we'll have to make to Consumers. So before my father gets here, I kind of want to show you kind of what I've done down here. So I've taken these two extension cords here. One is plugged into my little sump pump down here, and the other one here is kind of plugged into the furnace back in here, which has a 110 plug and a switch on, so you can turn it on and off for the power. And you can come over here, and you can come over here to the box, which I've kind of looked already on here. And you can see here that, so guys, I have these kind of cables kind of running from the kitchen. They come down all the way into here, and they come all the way into these two extension cords. Now, one runs to the furnace over here, which it may kick on, and I'll go apologize for that. But there's a 110 kind of plug in here, so if the power ever goes out, a generator, it'll still run the furnace. And the other one over here, kind of this yellow cord, kind of runs over here to the sump pump, and it's really the only two things that I've got kind of running right now. Now, at first I thought it was this side of the panel was gone, but it wasn't. It's the left side of the panel, because the left side of the panel kind of runs the sump pump here, which kind of runs all that, which I'm going to end up getting rid of that when I put a new panel in here, but that kind of, as you see, it kind of runs down and into that. Anyway, so everything on this left side of this panel here is kind of coming out. Now, we got to take the panel off, the two things here, all this, make sure all the cords in here don't have any rub marks or anything on here, maybe grounding out. We're going to take this panel off here, check all these breakers, make sure none of them are bad or anything like that, or maybe kind of compromising any of the other breakers. I'm guessing it's probably something on this side here, or we're going to have to, like I said, kind of trace that and have it come all the way out here, and it'll be outside here, which I'll get in here in just a moment. So as I was saying before, we're probably gonna have to come outside here and we're gonna look right up and in here. Those lines kind of run all the way to that power pole there. So I don't necessarily know if it runs all the way to the power pole, or if it's as you come along here and you kind of look right up here on the very top of this pole, that's where the power comes into the house at. Now, as you can see here, I don't know if I can zoom in very well here, but I'm gonna try here on this iPhone. There we go. There's two kind of little cords right there, and you can tell they look like they've got electrical tape on them. One of them looks like the tape is starting to peel off on there. I'm kind of wondering if that's not the spot that's, if that's not the root cause of the problem. Only because moisture could be getting in there, but it could be the top right there. Maybe that's failing, or kind of anywhere into the power outlet, which kind of goes right into there. We're just gonna have to do some basic troubleshooting, more or less. I think, but like I said, I think it's kind of right there. There's my big finger in the way. I think it's right there where the electrical tape is kind of peeling off here. I think that's the problem, but until we get investigating, we're not really gonna know what the problem is. So power is all restored here, and I'll show you kind of what the culprit was. I got to get this switch right here. There we go. So what it was is, this is my basement down here. So what it was in the electrical panel. And kind of what it was is, pop this back here. The main right here was, goodness, my sump pump's going on. It kind of scared me here. One of the mains was going bad. It's actually this top main that was going, not this actual top main. We actually got it fixed now. But the top, hear my sump pump water going. This top main here was bad, but this one was good, which was kind of making each one of these be not have any power. And it took us about an hour to try to figure out what it was, because we were checking some things, making sure that we knew it was this that main, which is a 100 amp main here. So we got that figured out. Actually bought the wrong one, had to make another trip back to Menards. That's kind of where we went to get our to get this main here, plug it in, got power back on, boom, done. So it took us about an hour to get all this done down here. I don't know if you guys have seen my basement more or less. That's my freezer right there. That's some kind of just some egg crates that we kind of put up there, and that used to be a little bit of a wine rack, and we kind of use it as a paint kind of rack here too. There's some paint, there's some old bottles back over in here, which maybe one day I'll let you guys come back down for a better view. And it's kind of a little bit of a storage area for me here too as well. There we go, grab that light. So I'm gonna get the four-wheeler out, I'm gonna get the lawnmower kind of charged up and get that running, get the oil run through it, so it's a little bit easier to take the oil out here. I'm sure you guys don't want to see any of that. Just a typical maintenance day here for me here, especially with the power in the house kind of going on here. That was, I wasn't really concerned about it. I just kind of wanted to know what the problem was so we could get it fixed, or had to call somebody and come get it fixed. So pretty easy fix, 50 bucks is 50 bucks. It's not really all that, not that big of a deal, but come back next time, guys, when we go for another adventure. Hope to see you guys next time. Deuces.